Alright, welcome back. Now in this tutorial I'll be teaching you JavaScript inner text. Alright, in the previous tutorial we did JavaScript inner HTML, and now we'll be focusing on JavaScript inner text. Alright, the inner text property can be used to write the dynamic text on the HTML document. Alright, here the text will not be interpreted as HTML text but as a normal text. Okay, it is used mostly in web pages to generate dynamic content such as writing the validation message, password strength, etc. Okay, now the example we are going to the example we'll be illustrating here is we are going to display the password strength when releasing the key after pressing. All right, so that is what we are going to do. We want to illustrate the password strength, how the password is, if your password is weak, if it is good, and if it is strong. So we are just, that is just what we want to do. That is just what this code here, that is what it is meant for. All right, so let's go into our text editor and implement this code, and let's see how it looks like in the browser. So I'll just call this password.html. Call this password.html. Ctrl A, Ctrl C. Alright, so I'll just delete this. Okay, I'll just delete this. So what we'll be doing here now, first thing first, we'll create our form. Alright, create our form. I'll give our form a name. We'll give it a name called my form. Alright, we'll give it a name called my form. So we'll put an input to the type password, and the name user pass. Okay, then on key up we have validate. On key up we have validate. Okay, so now we'll have a strength. The strength, and we give it a span of, we'll give the span, and the span will have an ID. The span will have an ID and location. Alright, span will have an ID, my location, and we have strengths. Okay, so after doing all this, the next thing we'll be looking at here is the scripts. Next thing we'll be looking at here is the scripts. So the scripts here, we have the type called text. Text/JavaScript. So we'll give it a function. We give it a function of validate. Give the function of validate. give the function of validate, and we have a var to be msg message. Okay, so if document dot my form, if document dot my form dot user pass dot value dot length is greater than 5, then you bring out the message that says password strong. Bring out the message that says let's say strong password. Alright, bring out the message that says strong password, else I have a message that will say weak password. Weak password, right? So we have a document dot get element by ID. Okay, my location, inner text equals to msg, which is the message. All right, so let's save this and run password. To weak password. You understand? You see it? So once I type anything, my password, once the length is not greater than 5, then it will bring out weak password. Just watch. Now let's say I just put AS, now it's showing weak password. And what if I put ASDFG? You see, it brings out strong password, because the password I just typed now is more than 5. It's greater than 5. It's greater than or equal to 5, right? But if it's less than 5, you see, it will bring out weak password. So, and that will be all for this tutorial. Inner HTML. The next tutorial now we'll see how we can validate our form using JavaScript. We validate our form using JavaScript. All right, now see you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.